Yo, it took me a long time to realize this, but as I keep on healing and healing myself, I start running into more healed people. People that hasn't necessarily been healing, but some people that was actually never even damaged in the first place. So I never understood that concept. I didn't understood that there were people that literally walked around just who had a good childhood, amazing childhood, and just never was taught to be scared of love, scared of intimacy. They wasn't taught to self-sabotage. They wasn't taught not to love themselves. They wasn't taught to diminish their worth. They wasn't taught that they don't matter. I wasn't aware that that was possible. I projected myself onto everyone else. I'm thinking, oh, this happened to me in my childhood, and this made me feel this way, and different things might happen in different people's childhood, but it's probably still resulted in them feeling some type of way. Like whether they have low self-esteem because of this and that, or whether they have abandonment issues, neglect issues, attachment issues. Like, I'm thinking like everyone has that. It might not be A or B, but they have C or D. But I'm starting to realize like, no, some people are just okay. They're not broken at all. They're not suffering any trauma. I never understood that. And part of me want to be like, yo, that's so unfair. Like, how come you get... Nah, that's not a mindset I'm coming with. But still, like, point being is, there are people that's actually walking around that's just whole. Not because they put in the work to be whole, but they just are. And I don't know, maybe to y'all that may seem like, yeah, duh. But like to me, that's phenomenal. I can't relate. I can't comprehend that. When you've been through so much in life and experienced so much that you just can't comprehend the point of view of the next person that hasn't. That's where I'm at. It's like, wow, how was that? How was that just growing up, being taught that you matter, your feelings are valid, you're allowed to express them, you're allowed to be your own individual. You were taught what love is. You was taught how you should be loved. You were taught how to love other people. Like, you were taught all these things, and I'm like, wow, that sounds amazing. It sounds like heaven. Like, how is that? Like, I don't know. But again, even the fact that I'm starting to realize these things, because I'm starting to attract people that are healed, that are able to tell me these things, it's showing that, okay, regardless of the fact that I didn't have that kind of childhood where I was just brought into that kind of mindset, but I'm still evolving into that kind of mindset. I'm still evolving into that kind of being whole and being filled and being complete and being healed. I'm evolving, and that's why I'm attracting the people around me that are healed or that was always healed. So that's one thing to take in mind. So if you're on your journey and you start to realize, like, damn, some people always had it like this. Some people never had to put in the work and had to self-reflect, had to journal for years, had to look in the mirror and be like, no, it's not your fault. It's not your fault. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. Like, some people literally didn't have to go through that. Some people literally didn't have to convince themselves that, hey, I'm worthy of love. That, hey, what happened in my childhood wasn't a reflection of me. It was a reflection of my parents, of my uncle, of my sisters, of my brothers, of my niece, of my auntie. Like, some people never had to do that. Wow. It's crazy. Like, that's crazy to me. I don't know if I'm the only one or if anyone else can relate, but like, wow. I'm thinking like everyone has to go through the stage, because I went through a year, 2 years, maybe even 3 years of just shadow work. I was in a dark place, dark night of the soul. Yeah, I was in dark night of the soul. I'm thinking, oh, everyone goes through this. Oh, everyone experiences this. If you haven't experienced this yet, then it's because you will experience it later on in the future. Not because you don't have to, but it's like, no, like some people are actually like that. Some people actually just don't need that because they've been brought up in an environment that was so healthy for them. Their nervous system isn't programmed to interpret love as something that's dangerous, something that's fearful. They aren't programmed, their nervous system isn't programmed to self-sabotage every time they feel something that resembles vulnerability. Like, they are just taught to be, oh yeah, I have emotions, I can express them freely, and I can listen to someone else's emotions, I can interpret them freely without it being an attack on my ego or my emotions. Like, wow, just naturally? Like, is that the side effects of having like emotionally healthy parents? Because like, if so, that's definitely my goal in life. Like, I gotta make sure I'm the best parent, and not a sense like, oh, I do everything my kids want, but in the sense that I've healed myself so like my kids know how to deal with none of the traumas. I'm not passing down drama. I'm just passing down blessings. I'm passing down healthy mentorship. I'm showing them you matter. You're special, baby girl. You're special, king. I'm showing them like you're worthy. You're worthy. I'm showing them how to communicate. No, so when you feel anger, when you feel these emotions, you don't just shut down. You don't just lash out. You talk calmly. Express them. Write them down if you need to. And then express them. Like, damn. This is powerful. If you're one of those people, you don't understand how lucky you are. But thanks to heaven. Thank the heavens. Because that's amazing, yo. I think about it, I'm like, yo. Like your whole life you've been like this? Like you don't have no background story of you being something totally different, that if you see me back then, you won't even be able to recognize that's me? Not because of physicality, but because of my behaviors? Like, no? You just been like this? This whole time you built this way? Whoa, say less, that's wild. I can't relate, that's wild. That's wild, yo. But I'm happy for y'all. Don't get me wrong. I'm happy for y'all. I'm happy to know that there's hope. That means like when my kids go into this world, they're gonna be one of y'all. One of the people who don't understand what it means not to love yourself, what it means not to feel valid, like your emotions matters, like all these things. They're not gonna understand that. Oh no, I'm a pour into my kids. I'm a pour so deeply into my kids, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. I know there's people watching this, yo. I know, because I can't be the only one. There's people who's watching this and like, no way that exists. No way people actually feel that way. Like throughout their whole lives. Damn, man. We're being lied to, man. We've been deceived. It was our environment. The people around us didn't have that kind of access to that kind of healthy environment. So we just view everyone as that. But no, there's other environments that's very healthy, and they don't even understand our point of view. They don't understand our world and our livelihood. They don't understand why we would get into a relationship and just sabotage it. They don't understand why we can't just verbally express how we feel. They don't understand these things. They don't. Yo, I'm trying to tell y'all, your belief system is everything. The lens from which you view the world is everything. That's the only difference between two of us. One of us was on one side of the spectrum would start to believe that love was scary, that we weren't worth it, that something was wrong with us. The other one would start to believe that love was special, valuable, that we mattered, that you are allowed to be just who you are. It's all belief systems. But the best thing about it is you can recondition yourself. You can choose what to believe in. You're not static, you're dynamic. You can change your programming through journaling, meditation, mindfulness, journaling, lots of journaling. Like you can change that, bro. And that's the sunlight. That's the sunlight between the dark clouds. That's the sunlight. You can change that. There's no limits to you, king. No limits to you, queen. You decide who you want to be. You make the choice. You are the captain. You are the writer. It's your choice. Stay blessed.